Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. This is going to be a video about quality of life improvements to Raid. Now, I was on my my Twitch, so if you guys want to come and catch me on Twitch, I stream 5 nights a week, Wednesday through to Sunday. We have a bit of a blast, and the other night we were just chatting and we talked about a couple of quality of life improvements this game could have. And all of a sudden I was like, let's open this up. And there was just like a stream of ideas. And I thought, you know what? When I was in a kind of sales role, as sales director, about once every couple of months, we would group up as a team. We would get ourselves away from the day-to-day. And we would have what we called a blue sky session. And what that was basically every role was involved, different teams were involved, and we'd sit in a closed room, have some fun. But mainly it was about different thinking for what we were going to do to improve our results. And it was one of those sessions where it was like, any idea is a good idea. Don't worry about being embarrassed or that sort of stuff. Throw your ideas up on the wall, write it on a post-it, and then what we do from there is we say, right, which of these ideas is relatively easy to achieve and we could implement it straight away. And that goes on like one board. Which of these ideas is a brilliant idea, but it's going to take a bit more work, maybe a project team behind it, and then that's going to be kind of like longer term projects, but we definitely want to do those. Goes on a board. And then there's another board where it's like, you know what, these ideas we're going to park for now because we just don't have the manpower or we don't have the facilities or whatever. They might be good ideas, but for now we're parking them. So you've kind of got 3 buckets, and then each of them have got a bit of a work stream to make it happen. Now, I don't know if they do these at Raid, at Plarium. I'm sure they must do, but we don't really see the fruits of it. But this is what this is all about. So it's kind of like 15 things that we could do within this game that would absolutely help us in terms of like quality of life improvements. So first one then, I'm just going to rattle these off. And guys, give me some opinions below. What do you think of these ideas? Is there any that you think should go on that kind of first board? Quick to implement and absolutely should get into the game as quickly as possible. And is there any that we've missed that you're like, you know what, you've missed an absolute clanger here that should be on the list? So, first one is auto finish equipment. So, I play another game, I say it now and then, Dragon Champions. I play Dragon Champions. It's a fun game. Come and join me. Dragon Champions. Download it. I've got videos on it. I'm not going to go into it today. But if you do start playing it, use Hell Hades as your promo code. You get $10 of freebies. Look at this. Snore, snore, snore. It takes so long to upgrade a piece of equipment. Honestly, if I didn't use BlueStacks to do the quick upgrades now, I'd want to throw myself out of a 10-story window. It's so boring. Like, if you want to upgrade somebody's gear, if you want to re-gear somebody completely, it could take you a good hour to do that. That was the quick ones. If you're trying to go from 12 to 16, we could be here the whole video watching it happen. So just enable it to be like upgrade, and then you choose whichever level you want it to upgrade to. Maybe you keep the levels the same, and then there's a button here that says auto finish, and it'll just use whatever silver it should have used. The game knows what it's going to use anyway. Let's just do it. Let's just make it happen much quicker. Second one then, guys, is about filtering stats. We got this filter tool, which, don't get me wrong, this is probably the best update I've seen since I joined the game. This one button here is the best thing I've seen them implement in 12 months, which is crazy, by the way. So at the moment, you go into a weapon and you say, I want the substat to be speed and crit rate, and I want it to be on equip people as well. So great, so you get to see this. What would be so great to do is just to have priority. So priority 1, speed. What you'd have is your fastest piece of speed gear at the top. Then your second fastest, then your third, then your fourth. So simple. And it's got to be, if they're already filtering in this way, it's got to be so easy just to put it in a table format that it says highest first. So simple. Just have priority 1, bang. Priority 2, bang. So if you've got 2 12 speed pieces, and one of them's got 16 crit rate, goes there. The next one's got 12 crit rate, goes there. So priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, whatever. And then filter by the stat that you want. Top to bottom. That way you know, there's my fastest piece of gear. Quick, bang, done. Don't have to look at every single item. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Maybe I miss one. So easy to do, guys. Let's get it done. Next one. These bad boys. Let us do a 10 pull. Like this. 7 times 10. Just let us do it here. Oh. Voids, you've got the same chances. You've got the same chances. Everything about these two are the same. Let us just do the 10 pull so that we can get on with our day. Quality of life improvement. 10 pull here. We'll just speed up things. Let us get on with our day. Next one then is once a month. I'll do it on her. Once a month, if I want to change my gear, let me do it for free. Just once a month, guys. Come on. Give us some slack. If I'm going to do this, don't charge me 100k silver on the day that I choose in the month that I'm going to be doing re-gears. Let me do it as a free day. Let me re-gear as many of my champs as I can in that day and not chunk down my silver. It's such a grind on your silver. I understand that they don't want people to have it for free all the time. Because what will happen is I'll load up my Arbiter with my quickest speed, attack 1. Then I'll go and use that same speed gear and attack the clan boss. Then I'll go and use that same speed gear and attack the dungeons. It's just not right to do that. But it should be a case, if you want to do a mass re-gear, there's an opportunity for you to do it once a month for totally for free, no silver cost. And everyone has a much more pleasant experience in the game. They know when they're going to do it, or perhaps they're planning for it, they're prepped for it, and then bang. They can choose when they want it as well. That's important. Not just the 20th is when you've got to do it. You choose when you want to do it. Okay, next one. Again, this is on Dragon Champions. So if I decide to do a whole bunch of changes on Dragon Champions with my gear, I could choose to change all 6 pieces. And then once I've finished and seen the stats, I might think, actually, I need a bit more speed. So one of the ones I already changed, I change out again. I put a new piece in. So I've changed now 7 pieces. And then I think, actually, I still want a bit more defense. So I'm going to re-change that chest. 8 pieces. Don't charge me for every interaction. Let me see the final build and then hit complete. And at that point, it charges you for the amount of moves that you need to charge for. Not all of the moves, the smallest number that could be charged. Don't charge me for every interaction with gear. Charge me when I've completed my build. Next one. It's a bit of a simple one, really, but we are talking quality of life stuff here. I don't know if I've got someone to upgrade, have I? Here we go. So, quality of life here is, if I want to upgrade this champion, just do it. Don't give us all of this animation, all the time waste, all of the resources on your phone and stuff. Just let us do it. Just done. Done like that. We don't need all of that. We don't need the glorified dancing in the background. If he wants to go dancing, do it in his own time. Another one then. So if we've started to get dupes on our roster. So I have got a dupe, Skull Crown here, which are in 2 different arena setups for me. Let me label it in some way. Maybe one of them you want to run in Faction Wars, one of them you want to run in the arena. Maybe one of them's a clan boss build. I don't know. But maybe let's color code top left. So a little triangle up the top here, and I could color code red, blue, whatever. Or I could just have a little bit of text that I can put in, maybe 2 letters, CB, AR, DN, I don't know. Whatever you want to do, but 2 letters that you could put in some sort of coding system that I can know, okay, that's my immunity one, that's my resistance one. Yeah, so just enable us. Otherwise, it's so often I put the wrong champs in if I'm using dupes. Next one. This is one that we're talking about at the moment with the devs. Give us pre-saved teams in the arena. Let us click, up here. Team 1 is this. Team 2 is this. Team 3 is this. Team 5, 6, 7, whatever. Let's have a number of pre-saved arrangements so we can pick out the arrangement we want to take on the various teams that we're fighting. And that should probably be the case throughout everything. In dungeons, if you want to fight dragon and you're messing around with some stuff, let us have some pre-loaded teams that we can just select from here in all of the different areas. Again, they've done this in Dragon Champions. It works really well. Such a simple fix. Quality of life improvements. Okay, next one is going to be a dupe system in the game. We've talked about it 100 million times. I'm now classed as an absolute crazy whale. Yeah, I spend more money than I've ever done in the game because I do content in the game. So I'm trying to get new champions to play around with and stuff, which gets harder and harder as you've whaled out. So dupes here, I want some sort of system that I can use for dupes. Probably what I think would be an easy... I've done a whole video on this actually, guys, so I'll link to the video above. Check the video out. There's a whole bunch of ideas there, but we definitely need to do something with dupe legendaries and dupe epics. It's not just legendaries, dupe epics as well. Next one is kind of similar to that, really, like a duty system on shards. So if I've pulled 500 ancient shards and I just keep getting this 91.5% chance to get a rare, there should be some sort of scale up to say, you know what, on your I don't know how many, and what's the percentage here? Every 200 you get a legendary. Maybe once you've pulled 300, you're guaranteed a legendary. Maybe on sacreds, once you've pulled I don't know what, like 20, you get a guaranteed legendary. Give us something. Give us some guarantee somewhere along the line that we amount points up or something, and it's going to give us a guaranteed legendary at some stage. Give us something back. Okay, next one is going to be books. For those that are new to the game, you're probably thinking, you've got books? What the hell? I've got books coming out my ears because I'm a content creator, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I get this. But I also invest a ton of books into people that perhaps I shouldn't, just to show them off in content. So I kind of get this. But for the average user, you'll get to a stage where you just start collecting rare books and you don't need them anymore. So let us turn 5 rare books into 1 epic book, 5 epic books into 1 legendary book. Very similar to what you do with the Ascension here. Potions. We ascend 10 into 10 into 10. You should also be able to do that in reverse, by the way. But let's do the same thing with books. 5 into 5 into 5 into 1 sort of thing, yeah? Next one then. We're on to number 10. Enable us to remove glyphs. Okay, if I'm speed tuning for Clan Boss and I've put on a glyph and I've boosted, that's not a good example, I boosted my speed by 2 and I want to take that off, just let me remove it. Okay, it's lost. The glyph becomes lost. Fine, but just let us remove glyphs. In the same way that, you know, you can remove gear, remove glyphs. So easy. Just get it done. Get it done. Okay, I do not want, as the next one, to be running Arcane Keep, stage 15, and have this shard as an option to drop and bruise as an option to drop. I don't want it. Unless it's in addition. If it's in addition, fine. But not instead. Not instead of the thing that I'm farming. Have it in addition. All of this stuff should always be in addition down here. All of that in addition to what you're doing in the dungeon. Otherwise, it just gets a bit ridiculous. You know, a blue shard instead of gear. No, as well as the gear. A brute as well as the gear. That way these can stay in. Next one. I'll do that one last, actually. Next one, sparring pits. So, really cool idea, actually. Basically said, instead of just leveling up, what about if you could go in here and select a champion that you're going to upgrade a skill for? So, not use a skill tome, use the sparring pit. And it might take 2 weeks. 2 weeks to upgrade 1 skill level. But let us do that in here. That would be such a cool upgrade. And it would actually make the sparring pits worthwhile. And in that way, when you upgrade your sparring pits, maybe it's not 2 weeks, it's 1 week, 4 days. And then you upgrade it again, it's 1 week, 2 days. I tell you what, you would get more people investing in the sparring pits for that than you do right now. Because this, I'm a whale, yeah? I spend tons on this game now. And I haven't even upgraded this. And I think you're dumb if you do. There's just no point in doing it. So, give the sparring pits a better use. Let us upgrade skills in the sparring pit. Next one is going to be just something I've talked about a lot, so I'm not going into it for much time, but where am I seeing rewards? Not here. Not here. Arena rewards. Here we go. I mean, just fix this. Gold 4 Arena should get better than this bunch of crap stuff that everyone gets. It's a once a week. Once a week. All this effort into Arena and we get this crap stuff for Gold 4. And while we're doing it, let's just get more people into Plat. 300 people in Plat is a joke. 2,000 people minimum. Absolute joke. Absolute joke, that is. Anyway, number 14 then. So number 14 is going to be Clan Boss. Really simple one. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, yummy. What else are we going to get? 2 rare books. Let me turn them into epics. We've said it. Right, so for Clan Boss, when we're going in, do not start the fight on auto. Wait for someone to press auto. The amount of people that mess up their runs because it autos onto that first ability and you're like, oh, I've just messed up what I wanted to do on my first ability. Don't let that be auto. Very simple fix again. The last one is let me turn off abilities. In dungeons, in Clan Boss, in the arena, whatever I want. Before I start the fight, I say, actually, for Mashald, I don't want Mashald to use his A3. Or Vault, I don't want him to use whatever. I don't know. Norog, I don't want him to use his A2. Whatever it is, you choose at the start, before you go into the fight, which ones to turn off if you want to turn any off. So guys, look, that's my top 15. Hopefully, Player are onto some of these already. Hopefully they do these Bluesky sessions where they put their post-its on the wall, and then hopefully it's not just a marketing team doing that. There's actually some people that build the game doing that as well. I've been Hell Hades. Catch you all soon.